What's up, guys? This is Dustin from Quick Hit Sports today. I'm going to talk to you guys about a gloomy subject, gloomy outside, so what better day to talk about this than today? It is the subject of, do you think sports are fixed? Some people say they are, some people say they're not. I have a very firm stance on this for those of you who know me. I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that sports are fixed. There's too much evidence out there. There's too many people that admitted to it. Tim Donahue, for example. And it's easy to do. It takes literally two people to fix a sports game. That's it, two. The person doing the sports and the person who wants the sports getting fixed. There's been evidence in the past, evidence today, evidence of last week that sports have been fixed. We got, for one example, I'm going to be reading off a thing I have on the side here because I can't remember the games off the top of my head. There's a couple I picked up on. We have 2003 Suns versus Spurs. I'm going to leave all the links in the description to this video so you guys can check them out later if you haven't seen them already. 2003 Suns versus Spurs. Tim Donahue is referee. This game had so many bad calls in it. There are people that said this was the worst officiating game they've ever seen in their entire life. Like I said, I'll leave the description there so you guys can see. I don't even need to talk about. I don't know what the line on the game was. I don't know who was favored. I'm sure it was the Spurs at the time, but it is bad. Another one just last week, the Packers-Bears game. Packers were up, I don't know, 10 or 11 points, and the kickoff to the Bears, or punt, excuse me, and the kick return, all the way back for a touchdown. Penalty called back on number 21. They show replay. Johnny Knox, I believe, was 21. He wasn't within 5 yards of anybody. It was a phantom holding call. Then they said, oh, excuse me, the penalty was on number 29. Number 29 wasn't even on the field. What happens? Bears were plus 4.5. They were the underdog for the game. They lose by 11. That touchdown, 10, 11, I don't know what it was, but that touchdown, but it gave them 7 points. They would have covered the line. Shady? I think so. Another one, used last weekend, I believe, college football, Toledo-Syracuse. Toledo's been known in the past for having fixed games. They've had accusations and proven that 17 of their games have been fixed in the past. 17 Toledo games in the past have been fixed. Another one this weekend. Syracuse was a 2.5-point favorite for this game. Like I said, description in the link. You can watch for yourself. They scored a touchdown, go up by 2. Extra point, guy missed it. Completely obviously missed it. Okay. Like I said, 2.5-point favorite. They called the extra point good. It was reviewed. Clearly, you can see the ball go in front of the field goal post. Doesn't matter. Play stands. They win by 3 points. They cover the spread. Shady? I think so. And one last one I'm going to leave you guys with is the Chargers-Steelers game from 2008. We have the Steelers as 5.5-point favorites. They're up by 1 at the end of the game. Chargers try this little razzle-dazzle type deal. They pitch the ball back and forth. Troy Polamalu knocks the ball out of someone's hand. I honestly don't remember who it was. Picks it up, returns it for a touchdown. Somehow, the play got overturned. Chargers cover. The line spread. Chargers backwards win. Shady? Again, I think so. And I'm going to thank Pregame TV. You can see them on YouTube. They threw the stat out there that is shocking to me. That proves even further that games are fixed because people have admitted to it. Tim Donahue admitted to it. Pete Rose bet on his own team's games. I mean, how shady is that? Well, last thing I'm going to leave you with. In 2008, 19,000 college athletes were surveyed. And out of these 19,000, 1% admitted they had fixed a game. 1%, these are anonymous surveys obviously, but 1% admitted they influenced the outcome of a game. 2% admitted that they know somebody who fixed the outcome of a game. And a whopping 30% admitted that they bet on sports. So that's almost a third of the college athletes that were interviewed bet on sports. And those are the just ones that admit it. There are some athletes, I'm sure, that aren't going to admit, even though they know the survey is anonymous, they're not going to admit that they fixed games. They're not going to admit they know people that have fixed games, you know. So that just shows you right there that these athletes are betting on sports. They know people who are betting on sports. They're fixing games themselves. I mean, it just blows my mind. There are still people out there that are naive to the fact that they think games are being fixed. It happens in the NBA. It happens in NFL. It happens in hockey. It happens in every sport you can even imagine. NASCAR. I'm sure it happens in volleyball. Games are fixed, whether they be referees fixing the games, players fixing the games, or upper management fixing games so their team might not lose, but they won't cover the spread because money. It's all about the money. The media, they got to get that money. NFL makes about $10 billion a year. $6 billion of that money comes from TV advertisements and stuff, whatnot. So without that extra game 6 and extra game 7, there's no money. They got to push those playoff games to the limit. They want as many games as possible, more airtime, more money. So this leads me to this. I want to know what you guys think. We want to know what you guys think about professional sports being fixed. Yes? No? Maybe? Let us know why.